Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience with that. OBS didn't want to cooperate with me, but now we're here at least. We have Frozen Temple, and we have a Protoss, say. Okay, now my keyboard stopped working as well. Well, it's Say, and he's up against Helton, the pink Terran, up in the... here, now it works. Up in the upper left position. We can see we are already a bit into the game here. 2.5 minutes, almost 3 minutes actually. And Say has finished that second Nexus, he has finished his cybernetics, and he's going for the Twilight Council. And at the same time, Helton, he has one factory, he's going for the starport, he has a barrack here, he's creating some marines, and he has a Reaper, had a Reaper. Seems like that one got killed off by Say. So we are in the game here, and somewhat of an intermission here between the group stages of BlizzCon and the final stage here. So not really the top players here today, but still a good level of the players in this Go for SC2. And good reactions there from Helton, manages to block those adepts off. Let's see here if he's actually able to get, no, not able to get that mine hit on those adepts, so they are alive for now at least. Should be enough marines here to deal with these adepts. Say, just keeping them outside of Helton's second base here, and we can see even a bunker going up here, so it seems like Helton a bit worried about what Say might go for here. Meanwhile, at home here for Say, he's adding some production, he's adding the robotics here, starting to research Blink actually, so he's not going for any adept play here. We have seen Protoss more freely going for the Blink here. Now he actually is able to sneak in with these adepts. Helton not really aware of what is going on here, but he has a bunch of marines here that he will use to clean up these adepts. Able to kill off at least one SV here, but not really any damage done there. We get some information at least what Helton is doing. He's switching into starport with reactor here, so might see some medivacs coming out here quite soon. No upgrades for his marines though, and seems like he's gonna go for that now. Maybe a bit off in the timing here, not really feeling it at the moment, I would say. Helton, that is. He's researching Steam quite late, 5.5 minutes into the game here, and Say starting to get some stalkers up. He's starting to get that robotics bay as well, so might even see some disruptors coming out here, maybe some Neeb inspiration here from watching BlizzCon. The master of tennis, or disruptors. Helton really playing this defensive. He's getting that third base going, but it seems like Say wants to do something now. However, he has the blink though, but he needs that observer to actually be able to blink up here at high ground. You know, there are quite many marines here for Helton at the moment. Also one tank and one marauder. I don't think this actually should be enough stalkers to deal with what Helton has over here, but now as well 2 medivacs. I mean, he will blink up at the cliff here, probably trying to sneak around here. And he actually adds his third base here. We can see the tank starting to get some hits in here for Helton at these stalkers. And the base is finished at least for Helton here, but he's not able to put it down. Meanwhile, the third base is going up here for Say, so quite even game at the moment. Nothing really crazy going on here, and no one really doing anything aggressive at all. Say didn't really go for that push. He just checked what was going on here. Oh, he actually finds that observer, so no more vision here for Say, and Say starting to get Colossus actually, and he has one already. He's going for the extended thermal lances here as well, so he will have a strong force against that Bioball of Helton. And the question is that enough? Helton getting his third base down here as well now, so he's gonna start to get a really good economy going for his Bioball here as well, adding some Liberators now, and he sees exactly what Say has here. Only one Colossus at the moment. I think he needs that second one, which is about to come in here now, to be able to hold this. He has 2 sentries, but only 2 force fields actually, so Helton micros up some tanks here with the Medivacs, and this is an offensive, a bit too offensive drop there from Helton. Loses that tank immediately. The tanks from the lower ground now as well starting to hit. Helton not able to salvage that tank actually, and he is trading quite efficiently. He's actually killing all of the Stalkers, almost at least, and you can see the Liberators now going on as well. He has to lift that tank up though. Seems like Say he wants to save his Colossus. He don't want to risk them. Manages to get 2 tank kills there at least, but also loses a lot of Stalkers, and I mean it's quite expensive for Say to replenish when he loses that many Stalkers. We can see his force at the moment is quite small, and Helton much easier for him to replenish on Marines and Marauders. At the same time, Say he actually has a saturated third base here. He's even going for the 4th here, so he really feels like he's in a good position here. And well, if he's able to fend off the next push here, but he will be up against 3 he's gonna be up against 3 Liberators here this time as well, and only 1 tank though. Oh, he actually has 2 tanks, so still up against 2 Disruptors and 2 Colossus. I mean, they are quite heavy hitting units. That a lot of Liberators here now for Helton, but still quite heavy hitting units that Say has in his army composition at the moment. If he manages to get a decent Disruptor hit, he will basically steamroll those Liberators. He will be able to blink in and just pick them off one by one, but the amount of Liberators here is a bit of concern for Say actually, because he won't be able to push in at the moment. At least he needs something to deal with those Liberators, and he doesn't have anything except for Stalkers. But with the amount of Liberators here, if he blinks in, he will lose so much Stalkers, and maybe even if he manages to pick off 2 or 3 Liberators, I think the Stalker force that he has will actually be wiped out. So need to transition into something airborne, I think, or just get a lot more units here. We can see he's adding a depth to the mix, kind of like that. He also adds 2 Stargates here, so seems like Say actually won't be the one pushing out anytime soon. However, I think Helton might be interested in doing so. We'll see here if he actually decides to. For now, it seems like he is actually just waiting, getting a bit of a bigger Bioball here. We can see he's getting a lot of upgrades as well. He wants to get that +2 attack, +1 armor, and the Liberator range. So small Stalker force just harassing Helton. Helton hasn't taken his 4th yet, even though he has his 4th base finished, and he actually moves it just when I says that, but he has a lot of workers here at his third position. Now he also adds a lot of production here. I don't know why my computer is lagging this much at the moment. No reason for it, actually. I apologize for that. Really weird. I have no idea. Feels like it's some upgrade running in the background, but I don't know. Anyway, back to the game. We can see Helton pushing out, but there is a lot of units here now for say. He has a lot of Templars, he has a lot of Colossus, actually 5 Colossus here, 2 Disruptors and 6 Templars here, so this is definitely a scary force. No Storm available yet, but it's not that far away. So this is, I mean, this force, Helton really has to engage perfectly into this force. You can see the Liberator here with the extended range here as well. He's actually able to pick off quite a few of these Stalkers, so not bad at all. Also killing off a lot of probes here on the gases. And at the same time we can see a small Bioforce pushing into the second base here, and he will probably get his Mothership Core. Let's see the reactions here. Good reactions though from Say, but I mean, he actually moves his whole force over to this position, and the question is he actually, I don't think he's fast enough to really lose this second base, so he will be able to clean off the Bioforce here, but he will also lose that base. So, and now that army is quite off position, so really good pickoff here from Helton. He will be able to steamroll into this 4th base position, and the question is if actually Say can't really do anything about this, so his economy will be hurt by this. So many Liberators here for Helton, and I mean he's supply block now as well, so he can't replenish anything. A lot of Liberators here, sieging up, getting a lot of hits at this Colossus. I mean this is a really good push here from Helton. He's actually able to kill off so much economy here from Say, but he has to be careful here going into those Colossus. I mean that is a no-go zone. Well, okay, my computer is officially broken or something. I don't know what is going on at the moment. We can see anyway, Say moving straight into these liberation zones, and that is not a good idea. I mean, we can see the Stalkers, not enough Stalkers here. He's actually losing all of the Stalkers now. So much damage here from Helton, and Helton does a phenomenal job there against Say. I have no idea what is going on with my computer at the moment. It's just broken or something. It has never been like this before, but well. A really good play there from Helton. I mean, I was a bit worried that he might actually push into that crazy big Protoss ball that that Say had, but I mean, just luring that army away like he did, and then engaging it. That, I mean, he really utilized those Liberators in a good way, I have to say. We will go for Helton's next game as well. It will be against Prabhuti. Polish player that was seeded. Just gonna wait for that lobby to start. I will put some music on for now.
Okay guys, we are back here, this time at the Galactic Process.
and we are still following Helton, this time against Prabhuti. And up in the upper right position we have Helton playing as the pink Terran, and his opponent, the red Protoss, down in the bottom left position is Prabhuti. So, once again, Terran versus Protoss. Helton did really well in the previous game, so let's see if he can do a similar job here against Prabhuti. You can see a bit of an unorthodox walling from Prabhuti. I mean, he's not really protecting his mineral line with that wall, and I wonder what the purpose is. What is he gonna do? He's gonna do some proxy stuff, maybe? A barrack coming up here for Helton. Now we can see Prabhuti is going for that SV that is building on the barrack. Will be turned down though. No SV kill for you. He's adding on that Nexus, and we'll follow that up with the cybernetics core. Let's see if he's actually able to. No, not really able to kill that off. A Reaper will spawn soon here and probably kill off that probe if he is able to find it. And Helton also decides to go for his CC. He scouted out that Nexus, I think. Yeah, exactly. So both players going a bit economical here in the first minutes, not really going for anything aggressive. I think at the moment we can see also factory going down for Helton, so maybe looking to do that same build that he did in the previous game, 1-1-1 opener with factory and starport. Adding on a second gas as well, already finished by Prabhuti, and let's see here what he decides to do now. If he's gonna, seems like he's just going for saturation at the moment. I mean, he has quite a lot of minerals and also a lot of gas, but he's not really using it for anything. And now he actually adds that robotics facility, but I mean, already up at 100 gas, we can see immediately going down with the Twilight Council. So using that gas, getting some tech, and this Reaper is actually probably gonna be able to kill some probes here. Only an adept here. It's so low that he will actually get that one. So only gets one, and at the same time we can see a pylon rush here from Prabhuti, and he's actually able to kill that mothership off with that well-placed mine. And I mean, that push is shut down, and that was expensive actually for Prabhuti, losing the mothership core, which is 100 gas, and at the same time losing an adept and also pylon. I mean, if Helton actually decide to push out now, he would be in a quite good position here. He's actually going for one Cyclone, one Medivac, so it's not, I mean, I think he would actually go now. Yeah, exactly. He's moving out with that Medivac. I really like that choice, because losing that much in the beginning, this means that Prabhuti, he can't have anything at home at the moment to defend with. You can see an observer moving out as well, and at the moment he only has one adept here defending. He's warping in a Stalker, but that is not nearly enough to actually be able to fend off this push. Shouldn't be, at least, but with the mothership core he actually has one, and he will get a really good mine hit there. A lot of probes actually kill off here, so Prabhuti not really looking solid here in the first 5 minutes of the game, struggling a bit with his tactic or strategy here against Helton. Also baited out that overcharge, so at the moment, once again, he has 3 stalkers here that is defending. Here comes the observer though, but once again a good mine hit there. And he has lost 13 probes all in all, compared to 1 SCV. Still, he is not that far behind. I mean, Protoss, they have a chrono boost, can replenish quite fast on probes. And here comes the Liberator moving in behind the mineral line of Pravudi, and will snipe a couple of workers here as well. So 3-4 workers actually killed off here, and another overcharge is used for Prabhuti here, and a small harassment here at the same time. Once again, we can see actually able to get at least 1 stalker there, so that Liberator definitely paid off really good. This also allows Helton to just mass up with army at home. I mean, look at this difference in army supply at the moment, 35 against 22 now. A small warp in there from Prabhuti, but Prabhuti is really playing from behind at the moment. He has lost a lot against Helton, and he's adding on that 3rd base as well, so that is a bit of a gamble, because if Helton decides to attack, he will have more. That is just fact. And it's only 10 stalkers here for Prabhuda at the moment that he is moving out with, and 1 mothership core here. Let's see what Helton decides to do. He gets that observer, so no vision on the high ground for Prabhuti, as for now at least, but a couple of stalkers here that are moving out at least. Cyclone providing some vision here as well. Actually salvaged that bunker now, so that should have been scouted by Helton. I think he saw 1 of the stalkers there actually, and right now Helton, he has the stim finished, but nothing more than that actually. So he is gonna move in here on the stalkers. Let's see here. Prabhuti decides to blink away and won't really engage into anything here. Let's see if he's actually able to do something. No, he backs off. And Helton seems to be going offensively here. He wants to attack right now, and rightfully so. I mean, we're up against 2 Archons and about 10 stalkers here. Overcharged, but that pylon goes down so fast. The Archon is killed off as well, and Helton has to back off here. He is quite overstimmed here. Doesn't really have what it takes here. 1 Liberator moves in with tank support here as well. The mothership core is down. Another Liberator moves in here, and this is where it's starting to look really bad for Prabhuti. I mean, okay, he has to blink here, but he is kind of zoned off here against the forces of Helton. And together with those 2 tanks and those 2 Liberators, it's really hard here for Prabhuti to actually engage in this. He does a really good blink here though, able to blink past the Liberator zones, but doesn't have enough to actually be able to fight against Helton there. Helton simply had too much there, did too much damage. Really good shutdown of that early harassment as well from Helton. Well, just didn't have any answer. And well, let's see here. The next map is actually... Let's see here. Helton is gonna play against Kim Dok-jung. But I was thinking that we might actually go for Papi Joe versus Multi. I haven't seen Multi play for a while, or if Multi wins, that is. He has to win against Xauras. Or maybe Wooded Microbe actually against Super. Yeah, anyway, we'll take a short break here, and when we come back we will have a game at least. So see you soon, guys. Okay guys, we got a good one for you here. We actually have our very own Viking TV player, Wooded Microbe, here in the bottom right corner, playing as the red Terran, against the blue Protoss Super here in the bottom left position. Super from Korea. Actually, what I've seen from him is that he is quite a cheesy player, so might experience some cheeses here from Super actually. And you can see early gas going down here actually from Super, so already quite unorthodox build order here, getting that gas before his gateway even. At the same time, we can see Wooded Microbe, he's actually getting his barrack quite far back. I like that choice, especially against Super. I mean, walling off with supply depots here instead will keep his production intact for a while, as long as those supply depots live. If he would decide to pylon rush, for example, with that mothership core, as we saw Prabhuti do in the previous game against Helton. And by the way, once again, a Terran versus a Protoss, so you can see Wooded Microbe here blocking that that second Nexus spawn, and really annoying here against Super. So Super not really able to get that base down, and as a result he did float quite a bit. And he's actually adding on a second gas, he's adding on a second pylon and cybernetics core as well. So this SOE might actually go down, or will it? Wooded Microbe microing. Oh, look at that micro from him. He's actually able to save that SEV, but and look at Super, I mean 500 minerals at the moment, and Wooded Microbe getting that second CC up and running as well, and Super just now gets that Nexus down. So really good play there from Wooded Microbe, delaying Super there quite a bit. Also putting down that barrack. You can actually see a Reaper coming in here, and however the mothership core will be able to defend that Reaper. But at least Wooded knows that there is a mothership core here on the map at the moment. It doesn't really seem like Super is going for something really cheesy here. I mean, already 3 minutes passed here, and he's getting that Twilight Council. He's not really pushing out or doing anything weird. Was about to add the robotics there, but seems like he changed his mind, actually going for that blink instead. So Wooded transitioning into marines here together with some mines as well. So, and now the wall is finished here into the main base, able to escape that that adept with the Reaper at least, and starting to mine here from the second CC, while Super is also starting to saturate his second Nexus, adding on some production to gateways and a robotics facility here as well. Starport going down here for Super, for Wooded Microbe I mean. And both players quite defensively positioned here at the moment. Only one adept it seems like here for Super, and he is able to trap that Reaper in and kill it off. So and here comes some medivacs actually from Wooded Microbe, and adding on 2 barracks for production here as well. So players following each other quite evenly here in this game. Nothing really special going on to talk about at the moment. Super getting that standard blink play that we have seen Protoss go for. Seems like the adept meta has somewhat disappeared against Terran, at least. Instead, blink stalkers is what a lot of Protoss choose to go for instead. Let's see here. What is Wooded Micro up to? He's going for a third base here as well, so he is really looking for some extra economy. So does Super. He's getting that second Nexus here, the third Nexus I mean, and has a couple of Stalkers here with the blink finished now as well. Wooded, always happy to chat a little bit. And what is he going for here? Did he finish something? Maybe the observer speed? No, he did not. So he's going for the thermal lance here. So Colossus about to come out. We saw that in the first game where Helton played. He was up against Colossus and Disruptors, and this third CC is scouted out. He will lose that SCV probably. Yeah, it's going down, and now the SCV moves in here, and here comes all the Stalkers here from Super with the blink as well. So, but the bunker here should be able to hold fairly well, at least here for a short while, and he is able to save that bunker at least, and get that CC up and running maybe? No, he's actually not. Super doing a really good job delaying this third base here. And Wooded Microbe maybe should move in a couple of Marines here. As you can see right now, he's splitting up his forces here. One hit on that SCV at least. But the CC here should be finished now. And unless he actually moves out with that SCV, I think this is a bit of a miss micro here from a Wooded Microbe. Actually pulls away that SCV from the CC, but now it's finished at least. And Wooded Microbe moves out, has a couple of Marauders, has a couple of Marines, a bunch of Marines actually. It's 70 Marines here. But he's up against Colossus, and at the moment he doesn't have any upgrades. He has a Stim of course and the combat shield, but still against two Colossus, that is quite scary to engage into. Super really tries to snipe the medivacs there, so close to actually get that one Colossus, and the second one is really low as well, but this was a fight that really favored Super there. We can see he didn't lose a single unit, maybe one Stalker in that fight. And Wooded Micro at the moment, he doesn't have a lot. I mean,